Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm David Yakir.
And I'm I'm not David. I'm Susan Keller Horn.
And you're listening to Yak About Today in Film, where you never know where the show will go. So sit back, watch us, or get up, put your headphones on, go for a run, but listen to what we yak about today. Hey, thanks for listening again. I am David Yakir here with Susan Keller Horn, and we're going to talk to you about the festival. But I must say something first. If you're watching this, we're going to tell you a lot about the festival. If you're listening to this, the festival is mostly done, but you're welcome to join us on Sunday and go to the Heritage Center. And that's what I want to talk about today, Susan. Everybody's calling, everybody's asking about how this thing operates. And I've been trying to tell them that you have to go to the Heritage Center. That's our hub this year. In 2019, the hub was in Riverside Park. But now we have a nice air-conditioned hub.
Yes, that will be awesome. But we don't want people to go to the Heritage Center before Tuesday, June 6th. That's right. Extremely important. The Heritage Center holds lots and lots of events. We don't start there until Tuesday, June 7th at noon. We'll be having open house for our box office. You can go there between 12 and 8 on Tuesday. You can go there between 12 and 8 on Wednesday. And then the box office will be open all during the festival from 8:30 a.m. till about 5 p.m. every day. So that's how you will get your festival passes. So if you've purchased them online, that's where you get them. If you haven't purchased them online, go to vbfilmfest.org. That is where you're going to find all kinds of information about the festival. That's where you can buy your passes, and you are going to have more fun than you've ever known. So please get online, buy your passes if you haven't already.
You know, Susan, while we're on the subject, you know, when you're planning a festival, you build your website and you do a lot of printed material. So you'll get your programs, you'll see signage every place. But sometimes schedules change. So we're asking you to go to vbfilmfest.org to see the latest schedule changes or anything new that's happening. And Susan and I, and I'm going to promise something, are going to try to be on the air on Facebook every day throughout the festival for 5 minutes or so to give you the latest updates. So you can go to vbfilmfest.org to see them, or you can go to your Facebook page, go to our Facebook page at Vero Beach Film Festival, and you'll get us. And every day you should have the latest
updates.
But most importantly, you can't go to the festival unless you buy tickets. So
you know, David, it might be interesting to watch us on air because I think by around that time when we're interviewing everybody, we might just pass out on air. So
well, I don't know if you're experiencing this, but the last couple of nights, I've been sort of waking up at that 2 o'clock in the morning thing, and I start pacing around the house, and I go, okay, what's on my to-do list? Oh, I'll forget this. Oh, no, I got to remember this. Oh, we have to do that. And then it goes to about 3:30 until I actually pass out and get up a couple of hours earlier.
Okay, I'm a little jealous. You're actually sleeping? That's just not fair because I'm not.
Well, I can suggest a few things that may help you sleep, but I'm not sure they'll play this on the radio.
Well, yeah, and you know what? We have some really amazing guests in the radio station. They're here with us in the studio, and we're going to be talking about a film called Coming Up for Air. It's going to be at the festival. It's going to be playing on Friday at 3 p.m. at the Theater Guild Black Box, which we're calling Theater Guild 2, and it will be playing on Sunday at the the Indian River County Chambers, which is the Building A in the County Administration Building. And it's going to be a fabulous film. We're having some technical difficulties, so we don't actually have the filmmaker with us, but we have Milo Thornton from the Sheriff's Office, and we have Wes Samons from Suncoast Mental Health, because this film is so important. It is a film that it's a narrative feature, so it's a story, but it's about a young adult who's going through a mental health crisis. He's being overwhelmed by school, overwhelmed by sports. He's, financial difficulties, and the film, it just it gives us a glimpse of what's happening in the world today with our kids. And so at the end of the film, we're going to have a little mini seminar, a little conference, and we'll be including Milo there. We'll have Wes there. We'll also have Deborah from Suncoast Mental Health. So it's going to be amazing. And even more important, David, on the Sunday showing, we're going to only open it up to the public. It's one of the few films that we're opening up to the public for free because we just feel the topic is so important and we want you to be there.
And this is at the Chambers, I think.
Yes, it's at the Chambers.
Our largest theater.
It's probably the most comfortable theater.
Yeah.
And it's 3:00. It's towards the closing of the film festival, but it's going to be amazing. So anyhow, let's introduce our guests. So can we bring them up? Milo Thornton, thank you, welcome. And Wes, thank you and welcome for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Suncoast has been an important partner with the film festival for many years, or at least -3.
Well, actually, they are the reason the festival even exists.
That's right.
Jerusha, our founder, had been on the board of Suncoast Mental Health and wanted to do something to help support them. And so the film festival was born from Jerusha's vision of trying to help Suncoast Mental Health. And so we're so thrilled to have them as part of the festival.
And wish we could do more.
Well, we're getting out awareness, and that's really what's important. So
absolutely, we really appreciate that support, and anything that that the community can do to help us. Like I mentioned before, we're a nonprofit, so any help we get from the community, we really appreciate it, and especially getting the word out about mental health awareness.
Why don't you give us the rundown about Suncoast, because a lot of people may not remember, or our audience may not be tuned in.
Absolutely, sure. So Suncoast provides community mental health therapy. We do targeted case management as well, which helps our families link up to resources in the community, as well as medication management for those who may need medication as well. We have a psychiatrist on staff that helps provide those services. And we provide services throughout the Treasure Coast. I manage our office here in Indian River County as well as Okeechobee County. And we also have offices in Martin County and Stewart, and in St. Lucie County and Fort Pierce as well as our main offices.
Do you find there's an uptick now in adolescents needing therapy and help?
Yeah, unfortunately, throughout the pandemic, we've seen the numbers rise pretty significantly, and just various factors as far as, being stuck at home, trying to learn from home, and that year where everyone was learning virtually, and that lack of social supports that they get from going to school was obviously a big factor that, as we've seen increases across the board in almost all types of mental illness.
Tell us a little bit about what you do with Suncoast Mental Health.
Sure. So I'm the program manager, like I said, for Indian River County and Okeechobee County. And basically what that means is I am in charge of our therapists and how they provide the services. I also provide therapy as well. Myself, I have a smaller caseload than the rest of my therapists, but it's more of helping our therapists to have the tools they need to provide the therapy, and kind of supervising the work that they do with our clients.
And how do people find Suncoast Mental Health? How do they find you to get help?
Well, there's a number of different ways. We do have our website, which is, just Suncoast Mental Health. Basically, if you Google us, we'll pop up pretty quickly. We get a lot of our referrals throughout the community as well. We really try to partner with the Mental Health Collaborative here in Indian River County is a huge referral source for us. Also, our relationship with the Indian River County School Board. We're contracted with them. We're in 11 of the 22 public schools here in Indian River County, so a lot of our referrals come from that relationship with the school board as well.
Hey, Milo, so tell us about the relationship between the Sheriff's Office and Suncoast.
So, as he mentioned before, the partnership that he has with the school district helps with the referral to the Suncoast. We experience a lot of those crisis situations with our school resource deputies who have those encounters due to the distance learning and the lack of social interactions with their peers. And I can tell you, it kind of runs a lot further when you look at our student athletes who missed an entire school year of being able to perform, to try to capitalize off their athletic abilities to help them gain college scholarships. To these things all take part in our community, and we're absolutely grateful for our partnership and getting our students the help that they need to prevent them from doing things that would be a tragedy for all of us.
Did you find, again, it's a sort of a similar question, do you find that you're meeting, in your line of work, you're meeting more juveniles and people who are sort of running amok and maybe not having trouble with the law?
Well, I can tell you, just the culture, the culture, the current climate throughout our country has changed, and our juveniles and adolescents have so much access to different things that are streamed to their phones at the speed of light. And these things, whether it's a bullying situation or just something that they just can't handle emotionally from what they've seen, it has increased our encounters with our juveniles. All of our deputies are CIT trained, and the purpose for doing that is to recognize our juveniles that are experiencing crisis, to try and limit the use of force, to improve the interactions between our juveniles and our law enforcement deputies, and to try to better that outcome. So we have seen an increase, but we are doing everything we can to try to mitigate that interaction.
Milo, let's hold that thought. Thank you. We do need to take a break, but when we come back, we'll be continuing to talk to Wes Samons and Milo Thornton. And I want to interject some of the things that happened in the film and ask their opinion on what could happen. And I'm really sorry that Roger Rappaport can't be here, but you will get to meet him at the festival. He's going to be here. The conversation at the end of it will be awesome. So please give us a moment to get to the people who pay our bills.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal, Four Seasons, and Capri. We also have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture with styles designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and closeout store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Wild, untamed, hilarious. Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone. Experience the Treasure Coast's best stage for live stand-up comedy this Friday and Saturday night at 7 and 9 p.m. You'll laugh till it hurts. Start your night at Live in the Loop with live entertainment, food and drinks, and after, be entertained with nationally ranked comedians, including an opening act and headliner with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Get tickets at riversidetheater.com.
Grease is the word at Port St. Lucie High School. Hi, this is Patrick Madden, drama director at Port St. Lucie High School, inviting you to our 25th anniversary summer production of Grease. This all-new production features a cast of 40 and a live orchestra on stage from June 15th through 19th at Port St. Lucie High School Auditorium for 7 big performances. Tickets are $20 and are on sale now at Perkins Port St. Lucie, Vivid Salon in St. Lucie West, Joy's Ice Cream in Fort Pierce, and Honey Baked Ham in Stuart. Don't miss the event of the summer, Grease. For more information, visit pslhsdrama.com.
And we are back. I'm David Yeck here with Susan Keller-Horn, and you're listening to Yak About Today in Film. And we are talking with Milo and Wes. And I wanted to start off with one question about drug use, because we're seeing it all over the television and the news every day, about juveniles using more and more drugs. We're hearing about fentanyl problems. Maybe Milo can tell us a little about an inmate problem with drugs.
Okay, so yes, we've had some issues with our juveniles, but their interactions have been more with vaping. We've seen an increase in vaping around our schools, so we are challenging that and tackling those issues. As far as fentanyl, we have seen an increase in fentanyl in our community. This year, we've had quite a few overdose situations, but our agency has made a very aggressive effort to tackle that and created an organized crime unit to just deal with just the overdoses in those situations. So we are doing some very proactive things to tackle that. And the question about our inmate population, we start talking about mental health. It's fair to say about 60%, if not greater, of our inmate population have some form of a mental health issue, rather it being, something that's more aggressive than, which ultimately leads our deputies in patrol or just civilians to see them on the outside of our facility, and the behavior presents itself to be criminal in nature because of lack of medication. Let's say using street narcotics instead of their own medication to substitute the difference because they can't get their medication, which ultimately results in a law enforcement encounter.
Well, hey, I'm going to stop you right there, Milo. We were able to get Roger on the air. So he's Roger Rappaport with Coming Up for Air is the film. And Roger, please tell us a little bit about your film and your background. We have a few minutes.
Thanks, Susan. So this particular movie, Coming Up for Air, is about a young man who is having some difficulty trying to combine a swimming, diving career at college with his straight A academic career. He's beginning to unravel. And his mother gets wind of it. He's in complete denial and claims that he doesn't have any particular problem at all. And she gradually gets wind of the fact that he's having difficulty with his coach, with his teachers, and so on, and is beginning to unravel. He finally drops out of school. She loses contact with him, and then has to try to track him down, and he's sleeping in his car and so on. So he's gone from being this much acclaimed Olympic candidate to basically someone who's in total denial and doesn't have any insight. And that's what the film's about. Her role as a caregiver to try to basically become the first responder for her own son and attempting to get him into some form of care, which he doesn't think he needs.
Roger, I think you're upside down on our screen. I'm really sorry about that. But your film is so important. And at the end of it, we're going to be having a little seminar. Tell us about how that's going to work. We are inviting the public for free at 3 o'clock on Sunday at the Chambers. Oh, yay! We've got you right side up.
But it's nice that you can actually talk and answer questions upside down.
Yeah, you do that
it's
well.
A miracle, yeah. Great.
So.
It's pretty funny. I'm still struggling with this camera, but you get the idea. So The point is that in this film, his lack of insight is the challenge. And essentially what's going on is that he's unable to understand that he can benefit from readily available care. And that's really the challenge. So.
And is care always readily available? I mean, it's not an easy thing to find.
Actually, having done this event all over the country and working with people parallel to those who are with us today, the answer is care is immediately available pretty much anywhere, but you have to ask for it. Even in small towns that reputedly don't have care readily available, that's actually not true, particularly since COVID has hit. The quality of care and the availability of care and basically the lack of stigma has turned things around in a way that most people can literally pick up the phone and get some form of care immediately. The key is that we're all going to be caregivers at one point or another. That's what our film's about. And whether we're prepared for it or not, the key is to know how to get help quickly. And that's what we're going to be talking about at the festival and the screening of the film is where do you actually go? Who do you call? When is it time to actually make that call? Who's going to come and help you? And so on. And the answer is actually very positive. But the sad part of the story is that talking to professionals in the mental health community, many people who have a mental health challenge will wait up to 10 years before picking up the phone and making that first call. And that's what our film's about. Becoming a caregiver is a challenge in the sense that the person that you're trying to help often is saying, no, I won't go, or it won't help me, or no, I can solve this myself, which is not often the case.
I think we all can feel that way, whether it's a mental health issue, a health issue, something else happening in your family. It is hard to ask for help, and it is so important to ask for help. So I want to thank you for bringing your film, and I'm really excited that we're going to be having Milo there, and we're going to be having Wes there. To continue the conversation on how the community can be helping in mental health.
Hey, will Roger be coming in too?
Yes, Roger's going to be here.
Hey,
I'm coming up.
Great.
I'm going to be there. Yeah.
You know what? We
I
have
am gonna
some.
be there.
I'm so excited you're going to be here. We I counted up yesterday. We have over 50 films represented at the festival. There's going to be over 50 films.
Wow.
So it's going to be, you guys are going to be roaming the streets, and we have lots of wonderful audience that really want to meet you and talk with you, and we're really excited.
Yeah, we really are.
Right, and the film will look a lot better than this than what's going on now.
So when you come in person, you won't be upside down?
I won't be upside down, I promise, yeah. And it won't be on my iPad, I guarantee it, yeah. So the key thing I think about the festival is that there are other films that relate to this issue, and there'll be quite a conversation. And frequently, many people that we meet in our audiences, they immediately connect with people who are there. We'll have tables of literature and points of contact so that you can quickly find a good way to get into, into some form of care. If need be, or I should say help a loved one do that. So usually there has to be an intermediary, somebody who says, look, I think you could really benefit from this. This is a great idea. Let's try it. And usually the results are very, very positive, and that's what our film's about.
Well, thank you, Roger. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Stan. Thank you. Stan, Wes. Stan is the character in the movie. I'm sorry. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Thornton. We do need to talk a little bit about the festival, though, David.
What would you like to talk about this time? The fact that we have incredible parties, an incredible dinner. June 8th, by the way, we have this incredible Evening by the Sea dinner. You can go online at BB Film Fest, and you can buy a ticket for that. But that's kicking off one of the great events of Enviro.
Yes, it's our pre-festival party. It's June 8th, which is Wednesday. The festival starts on Thursday, but this is on Wednesday. We were able to lower the price because Grand Harbor is partially sponsoring it for us, so we really appreciate that. And we look forward to having you at the festival. So that's one great thing. Then Friday night we have the wine dinner. It's not a wine dinner. It's the wine tasting. Thursday, we have the grand opening of the festival with the Vero Visions as our theme. Vero Visions are our local filmmakers. Saturday, we have the Zoo Crew coming. And you can find all of this at vbfilmfest.org. That is our website. That's where you buy tickets, and that's where all the fun happens.
Before we leave, Susan, I have to thank somebody. I have to thank New Vision Eye Center. They've been the sponsor of Yak About Today for the last almost 9 years, and it's not possible for us to have the show without them.
Well, I don't think you'd be seeing very well if you didn't have them.
I just got these glasses
I know,
from them.
they're gorgeous.
By the way, on Facebook, just tell me what you think about the glasses. They're my new ones for the festival. I thought they gave me a very artsy look. Bye-bye now. I'm David Yeck here with Susan Kellerhorn.